Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. We're going to be talking about a mascara today that everybody has been talking about, and that is this new L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise that is by L'Oreal. Everybody is talking about how this is the best drugstore mascara ever, that it is a dupe for the Better Than Sex mascara, which I've never actually tried. People say you don't need false lashes when you wear this. It's the best thing ever. It's like made by unicorns in paradise. So I was curious about this. And the way that I wanted to test this was not just using it on its own, because I mean, all mascaras will generally make your lashes darker or black if you choose the black one like I do. They will usually give you volume, they will usually give you a bit of length. What I want to know is what this is like in comparison to another mascara, so I can really see if it is wowing me. What I decided to do was test this against the L'Oreal Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. There seems to be similarities between these. They both have the same kind of fluffy brushes. They are both made by the same company. They both are voluminous, because this is actually still part of the Voluminous line. It's Voluminous Lash Paradise. And when I went to the store in Canada, here I was at Shoppers Drug Mart, I believe, this was selling for $18.99 Canadian, and this was on sale for $8.99 Canadian. So this is really hot right now, but is it that much better than this? Which actually I didn't buy, I already had this on hand. Let's give a bit of a disclaimer here. If you see my face changing colors a lot through this video, because I filmed this over a few days, I tested out a bronzing sheet mask, and I will put the link to that video down below. It has affected my face for a number of days, so you'll either see me looking very bronzed and blotchy or very pale as I try to cover up the face mask tan with makeup. Let's just get that out of the way. You're gonna see that happening through this video. What I also wanted to do is I prefer, where possible, non-waterproof mascaras. I don't tend to cry a lot. I don't tend to be out in the rain necessarily. But what I like is when a mascara comes off easily. I don't feel like it's staying there. I don't feel like I'm tugging on my lashes at the end of the day when I am taking it off. So I tend to go for non-waterproof, but I still expect them to have longevity. So what I'm going to do in this video is take you along with me for a day for a first impression. I tested the Voluminous on one eye, the Lash Paradise on the other, and then put it through a few tests. That is where we are going now, and then I'll be back at the end of the video to give you my thoughts now that I've had a few more days past the first impression to test it out. So the first test I'm going to be putting this through for this first impression is going to the gym and perspiring. I know I still look crazy. I just put on a little bit of BB cream to try to even out this horrendous fake tan thing I've still got going on my face. See the tan line there still from it? Which is also why I have my hair down. I'm going to put it up in a ponytail when I get to the gym. But I'm going to put on the Voluminous and the Lash Paradise. I'm going to see how it applies in this first impression. And then I'm going to go sweat it out for an hour at the gym on the elliptical, come back, see if I need to reapply, if it's moved around, and then also get on with the rest of the day. So I'm going to zoom you in. I've even got tan lines here. Oh, it's just bad. Also, I didn't realize I had peach fuzz on my upper lip that I need to get rid of until the fake tan dyed it. So that might be happening later today too. But for now, let's do the Voluminous first, because it's not the one that we're really paying attention to in this video. It's sort of our control side. So the wand on this is a big fluffy wand, but very straight. And this side, my eyelashes tend to be not as nice, so I'm going to give the Lash Paradise at least the advantage of being on the side with better lashes. I'm trying to keep it from getting onto my lid. Because of the big fluffy brush, it tends to be a little bit more messy. So that is one layer of the Voluminous. Okay, crack it into this for the first time. I know from watching other reviews what the wand looks like, but you know, it's not actually as much of an hourglass shape as I expected it to be. It's a much drier formula, which I like. Like, it's definitely not giving me clumps and is making everything very fluttery. So I definitely see a difference. This side is much darker and clumped together, like it seems to have more volume, but this side is much more fluttery. As far as length goes though, I don't see a huge difference. If anything, this side maybe has a little bit more length. I'm gonna go in for coat number 2 with both. I'm not gonna lie, I like this side better. I don't find there to be much of a difference in length, and this side, it's preference. This side clumps the lashes together so they maybe look a little bit darker, but this side just gives such nice fluttery. It almost looks like I have more lashes than I did before on this side, whereas this side sort of clumps them together for volume. I guess I'm gonna do 1 coat on the bottom lashes with each and see how that goes. Not that close, sorry. It's a little messy to do the bottom lashes with these, but at the same time, as opposed to those sort of plasticky ones, you get all the lashes really well. I actually find the slightly hourglass shape on here makes it a little harder to get with the way I usually do it, because that middle section, which is usually where I try to get my lower lashes with, is curved inwards. So I should probably try to get it with the end of the wand, but then I find things tend to get a little clumpier. I am going to let this dry for a little bit because I have to do 1 quick errand first, and then I'm going to exercise in this, and then I'll be back to show you what has happened. Hey guys, back from the gym. Still distracted by seeing myself in the viewfinder with how orange I look. But I did work up a bit of a sweat. I was on the elliptical for 45 minutes. And I'm about to get changed and everything and go off to have some lunch out and walk to get there. So I'll be doing some exercise more than this today, some walking out in the sunshine and the little bit of heat that we have now. I looked at this, I'm gonna zoom you in. I looked at this at the gym and both seem totally fine. So as a reminder, both of these are the non-waterproof formula, and I mean, there's a little bit of a clump on one lash, but that was there before. There is nothing that's running, nothing that is flaking. I had sweat under my eyes, so I kind of like rubbed it off a little bit, but I made sure not to like rub the lashes where the mascara was. So yeah, this to me looks exactly the same as I did when I put it on 2 hours ago. I will continue on with my day. I will do check-ins and we will see how these compare and if there's any kind of smudging or flaking or any issues with it as I go on throughout the day, and if they both continue to look the same as they did when I first put it on. Okay, see you again soon. Hey guys, so it is the end of the day of testing. Not really the end of the day, but I've had this on for about 8 hours and I've put it through some stuff. So I did the exercise this morning and that had no effect on it whatsoever. I then ended up going out for lunch with a friend and walked for about an hour there and an hour back again in the heat. It was pretty warm here today. So again, I did perspire. Wow, I put on a really thick layer of foundation to combat the blotchiness of the fake tan that is on my face. And I just realized how incredibly pale my face looks. All I had to say that I went and did that, came back, it was still looking awesome. I then did a few other things, then watched a YouTube video of Jenna Marbles and Julian doing themselves with drag makeup, which made me laugh and made my eyes water. And I do find that this eye tends to be waterier than this one is. So when I went and looked, a little bit of the lower mascara here had transferred to below my lash line. Let's zoom in for a little look. Just that little bit right there, if you can see it, is a little bit of transfer, but really not a lot. Otherwise, I would say that these are both looking at this point pretty similar, but also, I mean, I think they look as good as they did at the start of the day. I think it did incredibly well. It does not claim to be waterproof, but it held up through perspiration, it held up through normal wear, and I think I even put it through more of a wear than I would usually put it through. It's not gonna last through like crying, but as long as you don't rub at your eyes, a little bit of perspiration and just going about your day isn't going to make anything happen with it. I think it has been lightweight to wear. Do I think it is revolutionary? Not really at this point. You know, I think, as I said, in the previous part of this video, it depends on what you like. If you like a little bit more of a dramatic look with your lashes somewhat clumped together, the Voluminous does that, which gives you more of a volume look. If you like really separated, fluttery lashes, where each individual lash is defined, you will like the Lash Paradise. What I'm going to do is test this out a little bit more and, you know, test taking it off, test wearing it in other instances, and then I will be back to give you my final thought on it. But as far as the wear test for today goes, it performed very well, performed as well as the Voluminous, and did hold up very well for a non-waterproof mascara. So that was the first impression. What I'll do is zoom you in a little bit. I have the Lash Paradise mascara on today. And I'll show you a couple of things that I noticed after having some more time to use this that I didn't necessarily notice in the first impression. How uncomfortably close are we gonna get? So it does make the lashes very fluttery. Like more than most mascaras I've tried, or any mascara I've tried, it separates the lashes and makes them very fluttery. Now, I don't find that doing extra coats of this makes a huge difference. If anything, it does make it start to pull together a little bit, and I'm gonna get really uncomfortably close for this part. If you start layering too much, see how it almost looks like there's little balls of mascara at the ends of the lashes? That doesn't happen. Let's move back out again. That doesn't happen with the first coat. That is because I tried to layer this up a little bit. So that starts to happen. In my opinion, I'd probably just do one coat of this on both sides. And by one coat, I mean like going over a bunch of times, just not letting it dry in between, rather than trying to layer and layer and layer with this. What are my final thoughts on this mascara? Well, I don't think it's as like life-changing as everybody is saying that it is, but I do think it is a unique mascara in my collection that I am definitely going to keep going back to again over and over. It provides me the flutteriest lashes that I have had in any experience with any mascara that I've used, and it is the least clumping mascara while also giving me quite a bit of length and separation and flutteriness. I don't think it gives me more length than the Voluminous one, so I don't think it is, you're not going to put this on and go like, oh my god, the length of this. And I don't think it provides a huge amount of, well, it does volumize in a sense that it almost makes you feel like you have more lashes than you're used to seeing because it doesn't clump any of them together. But because of that, it doesn't sort of give you that darkness along the lash line that some mascaras do when they do clump together a little bit. Today, I'm not wearing any kind of eyeliner or anything like that, so you could see the mascara. I think this is good. I think if you like fluttery lashes that are very separated and coated, I think this is a good one. I've only tried the non-waterproof, very blackest black. But it is, as I said, it is unique in my collection for what it is. I can't tell you if it's a dupe for the Better Than Sex because I have not tried that, but I am going to reach for this over and over again. I like the shape of this wand, I think much more so than those ones that are coming out lately with like the extra little ball on the end of it or the extra comb on the end of it, because this is that hourglass shape. As you sweep it on, the larger parts at the front and the back get those front and back lashes in a way that doesn't cause them to clump, that I find those ones with the little combs and balls tend to do. So is this a good mascara? Yes. Is it replacing like false lashes? Is it giving you longer length than anything else? No. But it does something that I find to be unique in the mascaras that I have tried. So that is my take on the very much talked about Voluminous Lash Mascara. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you have tried this or if you have thoughts on it, anything at all, leave me a comment. I respond to every comment that I get. We are getting so close to having 500 subscribers on my channel, which is awesome and amazing. And if you have not subscribed, join the other, I think at current count, 493 people. I'll put a little face up here that you can click on to subscribe to my channel. And if you want to watch one of my older videos, I will put one of these up here, one that maybe you haven't seen before, so you can go and watch that. And I will see you in my next video. Have a great day. Bye.